Good morning. Taking a walk on the Twin Valley Trail, southwest of Dayton, Ohio, one of the metro parks. It's a fairly long trail along Twin Valley Creek system, and it's got several nice places that you're allowed to camp, although you have to call in ahead of time and get permission to do that. It doesn't cost anything. It's a great place to test equipment and get ready for longer hikes like the Appalachian Trail that I'm planning on doing here in a few weeks. Getting another section of that done. Some of the trail is full of muddy spots with a base of clay instead of sandy clay. It sure is nice when you have the sand in there to help drain the mud. Otherwise, well, right now everything's frozen and it's a lot easier to walk on, but later on today it'll be much harder to walk on and to get through without getting entirely muddy. I was thinking that about the only beings that probably enjoy walking through mud on a trail are orcs. I was watching Two Towers the other night on TV. Enjoyed thinking about that again. Well, a little bit later on, I plan on setting up my hammock, fixing a little bit of lunch, just as a practice again, and going ahead and getting all the systems working. I think I'm going to be able to show a different way of storing a tarp without without having to use snake skins, and still be able to have a bundle that makes sense. One of those muddy spots I was talking about. See, so we have to deal with in Ohio sometimes. And we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to the hike this morning. About 31 degrees right now. It'll be above freezing soon, and all this frozen stuff will turn into goopy mud. I wanted to show a little trick I found for wrapping up the Cuban fiber tarp, just without having to use snake skins of any sort. I just use the lines that I use for putting the tarp out, and specifically what I've done is to make sure that the lines are done in such a way that I can just pull from one end, and it releases the other side. And that allows the tarp to just be unwound very easily. The way that I get to that point, it's actually fairly simple. I make sure that I don't have any knots in the end of the line, in order to go ahead and put a tent stake out there, holding in my right hand the line that goes to the tarp. At whatever level I need to, I just form a slip knot, and that makes sure that it slips so that the tarp will tighten the line. And then when I'm through for the night, I make sure that I undo those. But gathering both of the lines together on one side of the tarp, I just start rolling and pulling those lines out to the end. And I'll go to the other end, in case you can't see what I'm doing with that. Here, rolling up the end, bringing it to the end. And then I flip one of the lines over the tarp. And then I make sure that the line that's on my side stays on that side. By crossing at the top and the bottom. Until I have about half of it done, and I just form an overhand loop, slip knot in order to be able to tie that, put that down inside the tarp, and I roll up the other side. Take one line, put it on the far side. And then again, it's a matter of making sure that the line that's on my left side, your right side, stays on that side as I'm weaving down the tarp. It just is a matter not of going around, but of crossing them at the top and the bottom. And then when I get to the end, again I form an overhand loop, and then I can go ahead and just pull that line from the other side to be able to unwrap the tarp each time. Maybe that'll be useful to somebody. Here's another little trick I've learned over time, and that is to use dirt to clean up a pot.
Oh yeah?
Just a little dry dirt from near a campsite. Doesn't work with wet dirt. Any oil that was in like this chili mac that I was just making.
Yeah.
I go ahead and I just go ahead and I get rid of that oil with the dirt. It absorbs it. Any sand that's in the dirt absorbs it. You can use sandy dirt from underneath grass.
Yeah.
With the roots on it, or just anything else, and then just a little bit of dry stuff at the end to finish it up. It gets rid of all the oil that was in it. And if you want to rinse it out just a little bit with some water, that takes care of it. Just thought that might be interesting.
Yeah, that is. That's great. Thank you.